What's up, guys? It's your boy Fix It Daniel, and I got another fix for you today. We are going to be getting back on the Cadillac today. I got a little issue that I need to fix, so that way the car will run and drive way more better. So I'm going to show you guys what I'm going to do to get this thing going. So let's get into it. So guys, welcome to the channel. If you guys have not seen my stuff, please go down and like and subscribe. But today, we're back on the Cadillac. I have a little bit of an exhaust issue that is throwing a code. It's a, I think it was a P02626. So we're going to get into it and figure out what's wrong with it, so that way my car will run better and run right. So we're going to get right into it. So alright guys, as I said, so I grabbed my keys. We got a little issue with the car. It's throwing a code, and we'll hook up the computer and I'll show you the code. But, oops, let's get this door unlocked. Alright. So, let's get in here and I'll show you guys what the code is. Let's get this, actually, let's get this thing on because I want it to be kind of warm. Alright, so we're gonna let this thing get itself going, and then I'll start the car real quick and show you the code, because I don't want this car to get too hot because I gotta mess with the exhaust. So just temporarily I'll show you, but we're throwing a code and it's causing some issues with the car. You might even hear it when it starts up, so just let this thing start up real quick and then we'll start the car and you can hear it. So when this comes up, we're going to start the sound and you'll hear what I'm talking about. Hopefully you can hear it, and then I'll show you the code. So, waiting for this thing to come on. Communicate, connect, do whatever you want to do. So, hold on one sec. All right, let's go ahead and give it a start. See if that'll kick it on. It kicked it on. So that crackling noise is no good, and as you see, my check engine light's on, so we'll just pull it up real quick before it gets too hot. So I have, see if we can get right into it a little more better. No. So right here, I have a P2626. I'm gonna go ahead and shut it off. So we're going to have to figure out what that is, which I know what it is. It's something with the left bank O2 sensor, and it's also being caused by this leak, because this leak is what's causing it. So we're going to tear all this part side. I think I know where it is. I believe it is actually there's a leak, might be between the exhaust manifold and the Cadillac converter. So I've had that issue before where getting it completely seated is having an issue. So what we're going to do is we're going to take off the whole entire back of the exhaust, and then we're going to leave the Cadillac converter hanging and see if that's the issue. Maybe it's the rear end the exhaust is pushing on it and not letting it seat properly, or worst case scenario, it could be that I may have a manifold leak, which is no good, because then I have to take off the studs, and it's just not great. But I'm hoping that it's just the flange against the exhaust manifold and the Cadillac converter. So we're going to take this all apart and take off the back end, and we're get to going. But first, we need to get this on jack stands. Alright, so the car is now completely all on 4 jack stands, and it's nice and secure. It's not going anywhere. So now we're going to get up under there and take apart the exhaust. Alright guys, so now we're under the car. We're going to take apart this exhaust right here first. We're going to get it off the hangers, and then we're going to go up to the front, and then we're going to detach it from the Cadillac converters on both sides. I got one up here. One on this side. Then we got some on here. And we got some over here. All right, and now it's hanging on the actual exhaust. I actually got my jack stand, as you got my jack holding up the exhaust, so that way when I get to the front and I disconnect it from the Cadillac converter, so it'll be easy to let down. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go up to the front and disconnect them. All right, guys, so we're going to take this off. This is the driver's side exhaust, and then the passenger side is right over here. So I got two different sizes. So this side is the passenger side, is a factory Cadillac converter, which takes a 13 millimeter socket and wrench, and then this right here, I've changed the bolts so they're 15s. So just be mindful of the size that you have. So mine's are 15-13, yours might be 13-13 or 15-15, just however it is. But for mine, it's 15-13. If yours ever gets clogged up, just spray some WD-40, but mine, I've taken it off enough times to where it's pretty tolerable of taking off and on. But if you have not taken it off and this is your first time taking it off, you might want to spray some kind of penetrating lube to get it off. Otherwise, you might have a struggling of a time. Make sure you put your nuts on so you don't lose them, and then we'll get on the passenger side. All right, so this is the passenger side, 13s. Quite simple. All right, and then we'll be right back. We'll get these off and then we'll be right back. Okay guys, now that we got the exhaust off and we got the O2 sensors disconnected, I didn't show you that because it was a little tricky, but when you get those two Cadillac converter flange pieces off, there's two O2 sensors that are connected to it. So before you drag it out, you got to disconnect those two O2 sensors. So now we have this brace. It takes another 15 millimeter. And we're just going to loosen it up just a little bit, so that way we can get this exhaust out. So take your socket and wrench and get it off. So I have the jack holding it in place so I can do this. And all you want to do is just loosen it and just turn it to the side. That's it. And then put your bolt back so you don't lose it. And now this whole entire exhaust is completely ready to take out. All right, and now we got the exhaust out. You only need to get it halfway, and then now we're gonna go and check out our Cadillac converters. Got this exhaust in the way. So now our, see, Cadillac converters out, gives us plenty of access to that. Plenty of access to this. And just by checking it out, it looks pretty solid. So we're going to investigate some more and figure out why is it getting a leak. All right, guys, so now we're going to investigate the top part. So we got to get this out the way. It's actually another, I believe it's another 15. Let's see. Yeah, it's another 15. Just get this bolt off in the back that's holding this this terminal thing. Actually, it's the other way. And then we'll get this out of the way so I can get to the top of the Cadillac converter's heat shield, or the intake manifold's heat shield. Just like that. All right, just like so. Then we're going to take this and just slide it up out of the way. You don't want to take it out. If you can take it out, take it out. But for me, I've always found it easier just to take it and tuck it up out of the way. So that way you can get access to that. And then now we're going to get this heat shield off, and it's just this bolt. So let me go get my tool. All right, so let me get our tool. I think it's this one right here. Yep. See, it's 3/8, 3/8 10. Let's go this way then. Oop. Let's see, going the wrong way. So I've been taking this heat shield off so many times that I only have this one bolt holding this heat shield on. It's normally two, it's normally three. It's two, so one here, one over here, and then one down. But since it's such a pain in the butt to get them in and out, I just got this one holding up, and it actually works perfectly fine. So if you miss any bolts, the key bolt is just this one right here. It's perfectly well balanced in place, and it's not going anywhere. So it's definitely a cool trick. All right, so now the heat shield's off. We'll just kind of slowly, just like the other one, kind of just tuck it out of the way, just like that. So now it gives you access to the manifold. So now we have to figure out why is it throwing a leak. I'm hoping that it's just the so this is the intake manifold right here, or the exhaust manifold, and then right up under there is the Cadillac converter going down. So I'm hoping that right in between these seams there's something going on. So we're going to take it off and find out. All right, guys, so we're back. I figured out what it was. It is the gasket. As you see, that you can see right through it, that would be causing my leak for sure. And then if you flip it over, it's really bad on this side, and then it's about to get really bad on this side. So we are going to go to the auto parts store and get another one of these to replace it. All right, guys, so we're back. Unfortunately, AutoZone did not have what I was looking for because I didn't have the model number. I thought I had it saved somewhere, but I didn't have it. So we're going to have to go some crazy DIY stuff that I've never done before. And I just thought in my head, this is the only thing I can do is just patch it until I can order or find the right part that will fit. So I don't know what else to do. So the only thing I can do is wrap it with some foil, some heavy duty foil. So I'm going to wrap it with some heavy duty foil and put it on the car, and hopefully it'll seal it enough to hold it for the time being. So that's what we're about to do. This is my first time doing this, so it's just popped in my head. I'm always pretty quick on my feet of what I need to do if something that doesn't work. So this is the only thing I could think of until I can actually get the part that I need. So we're going to go ahead and try and do it. So we're going to go ahead and get some heavy duty foil that I got inside that you use like on the grill or something. And I'm going to wrap it, make the holes, put it back on the car until I can order it. So here we go. We're going to try this. This is the first time for me, and I'm going to show it to you guys. All right, guys, we're back. I got my harness strap on. Kind of got started a little bit, but here it is. Here's what we're going to do. So we're going to wrap this in foil, some heavy duty foil. So we're going to makeshift this the best we can, and then we'll make the holes for that, and hopefully we'll hope for the best, and hopefully this will work. So we're just going to take our old one, stick it right in here. We're just going to fold it. Just going to keep making a contour around it. I'm going to use all of this if I possibly can. Just keep wrapping and making it. So we're going to tear this piece off here. Just contour it. Fold it over. Then we'll take this other piece. Try to open this up a little bit. I mean, this should work. It's metal. It's metal foil. This will make it like a metal gasket, and hopefully it'll work temporarily until I can order me one or figure out which one it is. Or the other option is I may just have to order me a whole new Cadillac converter with the gasket, and that may very well be the thing I may have to do. As much as I don't want to, I may have to, because there's really no other way. I got lucky ordering this piece the last time, but yeah. So we're going to keep wrapping this as best as we possibly can. That's going to be probably pretty good. Just make what we can make. Then we will take well, I got my knife. We'll just take our trusty knife, my trusty John Wick knife, and we will just ever so gently make an incision. Like so. And we'll do the other side since that didn't actually make the hole. Now, mind you, this is temp. This is temporary. This is not a permanent fix. This is definitely, I would not consider this a permanent fix, but I would consider it a temporary fix for the time being. So, I know it doesn't seem like very much, but I would consider this a temporary fix. So we'll just cut these ends off here. To make the ends. And then we will make a hole for the bolts. And then naturally flipping this over, doing the same thing on this side. I don't know, like I said, I don't know how great this is going to hold, but for the time being, they'll probably do just fine. So, and then we'll go get the bolts here. So we'll just take this bolt, and we're just going to make the hole just like that. And then take the same thing here, just take it and push, get a hole going just like that. So we get the hole going. I know this is very flimsy, so that's why I said this is not, I would not consider this a permanent fix, but this will be something temporarily until we can get something to fix it. So hole, and then these will get squeezed up against the flanges, between the two flanges. So I mean, if anything, if we really wanted to just use that all as best we possibly can, just try to contour it around it the best we can to keep it from leaking. And then we'll have to go order something. Hopefully I can find one, because you know, I'd rather, I mean, really and honestly, I don't need a new Cadillac converter. I just need a new gasket. So maybe I can go back to the AutoZone that I got this from and hope the best and find it. But it's really going to be very hard without the actual number for this. So we're just going to do the best we can with what we got until I can figure out what I'm going to do. I like to find a metal one of these. Would be great. A metal one of these would be perfect. Then I'll never have to do this ever again, because the metals won't be as frail as these like woven Kevlar fiberglassy. I don't know what's the materials made of these things. So I know it looks like crap, but it'll patch the hole up, and hopefully with them fleshing together it'll work. So we're gonna put this on the car and hope for the best. Alright guys, so now we're going to try and reinstall this thing, and like I said, hope for the best. So we're going to get this down in there. It's going to be kind of tricky to choose with the camera on my chest, so I'm going to put this in and then we'll be right back. Alright guys, we got it together. As you can see, it's all nice and bolted. I'm hoping this works. If it will be a nice temporary fix until I can figure out something, hopefully it'll take away the code and everything else. So we're gonna start this up and hopefully best. All right, so here I'm going to put you guys down for a sec. Let's see. Yeah, I think that worked. Let's give it a rev and see what happens. How did that work? I do not know. But look, no more noise. Smell a little bit of the fumes, but I think we're good. So we're gonna button this up and put it back together. All right guys, we are just about done with this. Everything's back down on the ground. Everything is nice and bolted. I didn't show it because it's just really, as much as just reversing the process, you raise it up, you lower it down. But the last thing we need to do is we need to reset to get rid of the trouble code. You can reset it on your little actual, I have a little machine thing that I can reset it. You can do it that way, or you can just take off the terminals and then reset it that way. I'm going to do it this way because I'm also going to jump it out to clear it completely. So I'm going to clear all the power from the capacitors, and I'm going to show you how I do that. It's pretty much quite simple. You get a rag. If you've never seen this in my videos, I'm going to show you guys how I do this. So you get a rag, take off the negative, and you're going to take off the positive. Just do it just like that. And as soon as this thing comes off, all right, you get another rag. Put this right behind the terminals. I'm actually going to get this thing out. All right, just like that. Then you're going to take your leads, doesn't matter, positive, negative, doesn't matter. So you grab that, make sure you don't touch anything. And, sorry, so let me get it right here. So you grab it on the negative, grab it on the positive, get a better connection, just like so. Sorry about that. We're gonna let that sit for about 15 minutes to an hour. The longer the better is what I always like to say. So we'll come back after 15 minutes or an hour. Okay guys, so it's been about an hour. So now we're gonna go ahead and plug this back up and get this started. So I'm gonna take these connectors off first so they don't touch anything. All right, with the rag, that's fine. So we'll go ahead and put the negative terminal back on. All right, we got the negative terminal on. Let's get this over here. Always happens. All right, now we are going to go and start the car. Put this cover back on. Put that right there. Let's give it a go. All right, here we go. Oh yeah. No more clicky noise. Yep, no more guys. This worked great. I'll go ahead and close this hood. All right. And we are good to go. Well guys, that's it. The car is done. It's running really good. It's not having the exhaust leak anymore because I used the heavy-duty foil wrapped around the gasket. That is a temporary fix. I wouldn't consider that being a permanent fix. I will use that as a patch until I can get the actual one ordered from AutoZone or wherever I can find it. I'm gonna try and see if I can find a metal one. I think it might last a little longer, but if not, then we'll just order another one of those gaskets and put them on. Maybe order a couple just in case that happens again. But guys, that was a crazy fix. It was something I just thought off the top of my head. I'm usually pretty good with, I'm being quick on my feet when thinking about something to fix, and that shows right there. Literally, I went to AutoZone, they didn't have it, so I just had to do a quick patch. I could have bought some exhaust tape, but the only problem is I was worried about it sticking to the actual flange, like an actual adhering to it, almost like a permanent fix or a permanent stick. And I didn't want to do that. I wanted it to be able to come off so I can replace it with the right one. So I just used some heavy-duty foil that would work really well, and then that worked out just fine. So guys, that's it. If you guys like this stuff, please like and subscribe. Hit that notification button so that way you can catch up on all the latest and greatest stuff that I put out. Guys, that's pretty much it. I've just been super excited about this. It was running really rough, gas problems and everything. So I'm glad that I got it patched for the time being. I'm gonna go take it out for a spin, and hopefully everything should be just perfectly fine. No problems. I'm not even worried about it. But I do need to worry about getting another one in case that does break apart, but it should hold just fine. But guys, that's pretty much it. I will put out another video soon doing more what I'm planning on doing for 2022 for that car. There's a lot of extra more stuff that I have not done yet. Been thinking of some ideas, some things that I could do to show you guys. So be patient for that and look for that next year coming up, since it's December and it's getting ready to be, you know, holiday time and New Year's coming really close. So I got some stuff in the works that I'm thinking about doing. So just keep looking for a lookout. But guys, if you're not following me, please follow me on Instagram at FixItDaniel. I'm actually going to put it right there. And see some clips that I post up there. I also do some side stuff that I do not post on YouTube. I just recently talked about it, so if you guys have not seen it, please go check it out. I did something really cool. I might explain it in my what I plan on doing for 2022 for the car. Maybe I'll just explain it really quick. But guys, if you don't check it on there, check it out on Instagram. But guys, thank you so much. I'm going to go and enjoy the car now and go see if I can locate that part. But you guys have a good and blessed day, and I will see you on the next fix.